A few money rules shape your future more than most people realize. Not because they sound impressive, but because they quietly decide what you keep, what you overpay for, what you avoid, and what position you build over time. Some rules make life stronger. Others feel fine now and cost you later. Most people do not fall behind because of one giant mistake. They fall behind because weak rules start feeling normal. This video is about the small rules that make money life cleaner, stronger, and easier to build on over time. Not flashy rules, not motivational rules, real money rules. The kind that affect what you buy, what you commit to, what you keep, and what keeps draining you long after the moment feels over. This is RINH Wealth, where we break down the hidden money rules behind everyday life. The people who get ahead are often not doing more. They are following better rules. Rule 1. Protect margin first. A lot of people think progress starts with earning more. Sometimes it does. But a weak setup can swallow new income almost as fast as it arrives. If someone makes a little more money, but their car payment rises, their subscriptions stack up, their food spending stays loose, and their automatic charges keep leaking out every month, they may look busier, but not stronger. A stronger rule is simple. Before you try to level up your life, make sure you can keep more of what already comes in. Rule 2. Look at total cost, not monthly comfort. Weak decisions often look affordable because they are sold through the monthly number. That is where a lot of damage hides. A payment can feel small and harmless, while the total cost becomes much bigger than people notice in the moment. Two people can buy nearly the same thing, but one asks, "Can I handle this payment?" while the other asks, "What is the full cost? And what will this lock me into?" Those questions sound close, but they lead to very different outcomes. The first question is comfort-based. The second is position-based. Rule 3. Do not normalize small leaks. A weak charge, repeated long enough, stops feeling like a problem. It becomes part of the background. That is exactly why it becomes expensive. $10 here, $15 there. A renewal you forgot. A premium version you stopped using months ago. On their own, they look too small to deserve a serious reaction. But weak systems are often built from small, tolerated losses. The danger is not just the total number. The danger is what that pattern trains you to accept. It trains you to stop noticing money leaving. Rule 4. Reduce bad commitments early. One of the biggest hidden rules in personal finance is that weak commitments do not always feel painful when they begin. They feel manageable. The pain usually shows up later, when money is tighter and your options are fewer. A low monthly number can hide a longer term, higher interest rate, extra fees, or a purchase that keeps you committed to a weaker setup for years. And once that payment becomes normal, it starts crowding out other moves. Saving gets smaller, flexibility gets smaller, recovery gets slower. A weak commitment does not just cost money, it costs room. Rule 5. Know what each payment is really doing. A lot of people spend years paying for access, convenience, delivery, flexibility, upgrades, add-ons, and temporary comfort without noticing that they are building very little that actually becomes theirs. That doesn't mean every recurring payment is bad. Some are useful, some save time, some are worth it. The better rule is this: know whether a payment is building something, protecting something, or just repeating because it became easy. That is a powerful difference. A payment that protects a real need is one thing. A payment that keeps happening because canceling is annoying, because the app made it frictionless, or because the charge is too small to feel urgent, is a completely different thing. Rule 6. Question convenience that keeps costing you. Weak money systems love convenience. Stronger money systems question convenience. Because convenience often wins in the moment and costs more over time. A lot of expensive patterns survive because they are easy to keep. The order is already saved. The renewal is automatic. The upgrade is one click. The cancellation takes effort. None of that feels dramatic in the moment. That is exactly why it becomes expensive. When a cost becomes frictionless, it becomes harder to question. Rule 7. Do not raise fixed pressure too fast. This is one of the quietest reasons people stay stuck. Life gets a little better, income gets a little better, and spending quietly grows to match it. Better apartment, better car, more delivery, better phone plan, more "I deserve this now" logic. Nothing looks reckless. That is what makes it dangerous. The person is not making one huge bad decision. They are upgrading their fixed pressure. That matters because fixed pressure changes the whole system. It lowers room to recover. It lowers room to save. It lowers patience. It makes every mistake hit harder. A lifestyle that looks better can still leave you in a weaker position. Rule 8. Build ownership, not just repetition. A stronger financial life is not built by paying forever without noticing what is actually becoming yours. Some payments protect a real need. Some payments create flexibility. But a lot of repeated spending simply keeps the cycle going without improving your long-term position. That is why ownership matters. The more of your money goes toward things that strengthen your position, the less trapped you are by constant repetition. The more your money only keeps the machine running, the harder it becomes to move forward. Rule 9. Clean up weak structure before it hurts. Some people postpone simple money cleanup because it does not feel urgent today. They do not compare insurance options. They do not review subscriptions. They do not question fees. They do not renegotiate a bill. They do not notice where they are overpaying because nothing looks broken enough to demand action. But money damage is often quiet before it becomes visible. That is why one of the strongest wealth rules is this: do not wait for pain before you respect weak structure. By the time a weak structure feels urgent, it usually has already cost you more than it looked like it would. Rule 10. Stop making money decisions one situation at a time. This may be the most important rule of all. A lot of people try to make money decisions one situation at a time. One bill, one purchase, one upgrade, one payment, one offer, one exception. That is exactly where convenience, emotion, and sales pressure usually win. Rules create consistency when moods do not. Rules keep you from renegotiating common sense every single time money is involved. That is why stronger rules change life. Not because they sound wise, because they make weak moves harder to repeat. So what should the viewer actually take from this? Stop judging decisions only by whether they feel manageable now. Ask what they create over time. When money leaves regularly, ask whether it is building something, protecting something, or just repeating because it became normal. Watch for anything that increases fixed pressure without clearly improving your long-term position. And remember this: better results often do not come from one lucky break. They come from a small set of rules followed consistently. A lot of people think wealth changes when income changes, but very often, life starts changing when the rules change first. The better position usually is not built by one lucky break. It is built by what you stop tolerating, what you stop normalizing, and what you refuse to keep paying for just because it feels ordinary. If you have seen one of these rules make a real difference in your own life, let me know in the comments. If this helped you see your money decisions more clearly, subscribe for more.